Make it back-to-back wins for the Knicks over the Nets as they knocked off Brooklyn at the Garden 114-104 on Sunday. So let's talk some Knicks hoops. We're going to do it with a contributor to Knicks Film School. His name is Ben Ritholtz, and he joins me now. Benji, what's going on?
How you doing, Dexter? Always great to be with you, my friend.
Yeah, always good. Long time. It's been a while since we last
It
connected. I think
has.
the last time we talked was before the Pacers series in the playoffs, so it's been a while. But, we're back, and we're going to talk after a good Knicks victory. And we saw on Sunday night, Benji, another big night for Bodega Cat. He scores 26 points, grabbed 15 boards, dished out 6 assists. What has impressed you the most with Karl Anthony Towns offensively thus far this season?
I would say the balance of his game, because against big fives, we know he can step out to three, and he's almost impossible to guard for the slower centers in the NBA. A team like the Nets is very switchable, and they play super small, especially without their center tonight in Claxton. His ability to now go into the post and dominate teams down there, offensive rebound, back to the basket game, and still step out to three. So it's just the complete package of offensive skill set that he has that has been so impressive so far for the Knicks.
Yeah, he's been really impressive all around. Even with the dishing, has been pretty good there too. Now, Benji, in this game, for me personally, what impressed me with the Knicks tonight on the offensive end was how they moved the ball, right? 43 made field goals on 33 assists. This is an offense that entered tonight as the third best in the NBA. How much better can the Knicks offense get, especially if they continue to move the ball this well?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of room to grow, and considering I feel like this is kind of the floor, which is really encouraging for Knicks fans. I don't think Brunson's quite clicked yet this year. The numbers are good, but I think he's still got a level of comfort to get to playing with Towns and playing with the added space that he provides. So I think that's going to pop even more. That two-man game is going to grow as those two get more reps together, and then. Mikal Bridges got off to a slow start as well, and so he's starting to get his feet under him as a Knick. We know the talent that he has, the reason the Knicks gave all those picks up just to get him in-house. And I think, as the group just gels and plays more together, you're going to see even more ball movement. I think less turnovers as they get more together as a unit. And I think the sky's the limit for this offense.
Yeah, the offense could be really scary. They already look good, and they still haven't really put it all together, so we'll see how all that shakes out. Now, a guy who's been playing really well and had another good night, that is OG Anunoby. He scored 24 points. He also helped shut down Cam Thomas. Has Anunoby been the Knicks' best player thus far this season?
Oh, I think so. I think it's Towns would be the closest, but he's had his defensive and fouling struggles that I think take some of the progress that he's made away. I think OG on both sides of the ball has been dominant. And I think the Knicks knew what they were getting defensively as one of the best defensive players, most versatile defensive players in basketball. Since he came here in January, what he's shown on offense and how he's grown on offense. He was known as really a pure corner three-point shooter, the way he's been able to shoot now above the break, top of the key, and pretty consistently. And then the way he's been sealing down low and mismatches, scoring inside. I mean, he's showing a versatility with the mid-range game as well. He's been showing a three-level scoring repertoire that I don't even know if the Knicks knew they were getting. And considering, take that whole package, both ends, he has been the Knicks' best player so far this year.
Yeah, he's looked like an all-star thus far here in the 2024-2025 season. Small sample size here, right? 13 games, but as he starts to go on, and if he continues to play at this level, there'll be a lot of talk about him being an all-star. Okay, Benji, last thing for me, looking ahead to this week for the Knicks, they host the Wizards on Monday night, then they head out west where they'll play the Suns and the Jazz later this week. What are you keeping your eye on with this Knickerbocker squad over these next 3 games?
Yeah, look, tomorrow the Wizards are not good, but tomorrow, the Knicks are playing a lot of minutes, man. That's the one thing, you get these back-to-back wins against the Nets, which is great. But you got guys playing over 80 minutes over a 3-night stretch, and Hart and Anunoby and Bridges, all of them. That's a little scary, and now you have another back-to-back. You're playing the Wizards tomorrow night. So and that team can score. Jordan Poole can go off at any time. So you're hoping get a good effort. Hopefully they can get into their bench a little bit and limit some minutes for some of the stars, and hopefully Cat can play. We know he got a little banged up tonight, so we'll see. Suns are a tough test. I think the biggest thing is the Knicks need to build that defense up. I think they're still finding solutions, building a defense that's currently ranked, worst, bottom 10 in the league. Tibbs isn't happy with that. They're experimenting with some coverages. They did a lot of blitzing tonight instead of drop. I think to some success, although a lot of fouling tonight. So they're still trying to find solutions defensively. That's really what you're looking for in these early stages. You know, the first 20 games is, can they find a defensive identity, build this defense up? Because again, you know the offense is going to be tops. So can the defense get to a point where we're really talking about a contender here in New York?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see if they can fix some of those issues on the defensive end. Can they get to middle of the pack, somewhere between 10 and 15 in the league? Seems like it would be nice for the Knickerbockers. But a good night for them on Sunday, back above 500 at 7-6 after a 114-104 victory over the Brooklyn Nets at the Garden. That is Ben Rithholtz of Knicks Film School. Check him out there. Does a great job breaking down film, all the analysis. Benji, great to talk to you. It's been a while. Let's not make it as long. Let's do it again soon. Thank you, my friend.
Would love it, Dex. Thanks so much for having me.